I'm Amanda, a professional stunt driver. I relish the exhilaration of the open road. Today, I'm excited to drive the sleek new CLE on some of America's most picturesque routes. I'm here in Denver with Ashley, the product manager for this Dynamic Coupe and Cabriolet. She's going to walk me through its features before we embark on an invigorating test drive.
All right, so I'm dying to hear. What do you think?
These look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a good first impression. And really, I think what these cars give off is a lot of fun and showing their dominance on the road, just even at first glance. So this is our all-new CLE Coupe and Cabriolet. Previously, we offered a C-Class Coupe and an E-Class Coupe and a C-Class Cabrio and an E-Class Cabrio. So the CLE kind of combines those two worlds.
I really like the lines, and I can honestly see the C and E in them.
Yeah. So we have a 300 and a 450. This is the 450. It comes with AMG line equipped as standard. That's optional on our 300. So that changes some design elements throughout. We have a little bit more of an aggressive look, which you would expect. You want that sportier feel. You'll see the star panel grille. So these are actually our chrome plated stars here. What kind of brings your eyes up in this vehicle are these power domes on top of the hood. It really shows the powerful presence that this car provides. Now, along the side here, you'll notice our LED headlamps.
They look really good.
These really help to accentuate the width of the vehicle. The Coupe is actually the largest in its segment, but both are larger than not just the C, but also the E-Class Coupe as well. Now, this is our 3-layer fabric soft top. It actually really helps prevent any road noise and really provides acoustic comfort within the vehicle. We have it available in red as well.
I'm sure we'll get to the interior later, but
Absolutely.
Can you do matching if you wanted to?
You can do a red with a red interior,
Very
yes.
cool.
Yeah, it looks very cool, very sporty. All right, so let's talk about the wheels real quick. So these are our 20-inch multi-spoke wheels. The Coupe over there, we have our 19-inch multi-spoke black wheels. So these are available in black as well.
I do like the black. And before we get too far, can you tell me about the front brakes?
Yes, so with AMG line, you actually get larger brake discs. So here you have perforated brakes, and you'll see you actually have the Mercedes-Benz lettering on the brake caliper there. So
I like that. That's one of the first things I noticed.
Yes. Yeah. Now that the top's down, you can actually see these two Burmaster speakers. So this car is standardly equipped with our Burmaster 3D surround sound. There's actually 17 speakers throughout the vehicle.
Wow.
So now that we're in the car, what's the first thing you notice?
I mean, the screen, the steering wheel is really nice.
Yeah, so in front of you, you have your 12.3-inch driver display. You can pick different display modes using the left side of the steering wheel. And if you swipe up, so available with Pinnacle trim is the head-up display functions. Now, our second screen, this is our 11.9-inch portrait-oriented center display. So one of the cool things about this is the tilt function. So if you press this button here, you can actually tilt the screen up to 40 degrees.
That's so cool.
Basically, what that's doing is really helping you to not have the sun glare on your screen.
Oh, that's incredible.
Also, we are bringing the 3rd generation MBUX. So this is only in the E-Class currently. With our 3rd generation is the routines function. So you have a condition and an action. So the condition is something like when it's this temperature, and then the action is what you want the car to do in response.
That's so cool.
So all of those things will happen if it reaches above 75 degrees.
That's really impressive.
Another cool one is our air scarf. So you'll see right behind you here, you have these vents in the seats.
Stop.
Yeah, so that actually blows out hot air.
That is the cutest thing, that it's called a scarf. I love that.
It is.
Wow.
And it's standard on the vehicle.
If I was ever on the fence between the Coupe and the cab, I would.
The air
that
scarf
would sell
sold you?
it. It
I
really
love
would.
that. Are you ready to take it for a drive?
I couldn't wait for you to ask.
Let's do it. How does it feel?
Great. I really like the steering wheel. Its contour's nice in my hands, and
Nice.
I like the material.
So that is our AMG Sport steering wheel. It's just a good grip feel. Kind of on the side, you have that extra bit of perforation there. So with our 450 in the coupe and the Cabrio, it's the exact same engine. So that's a 3-liter inline 6, producing 375 horsepower and 369 pound-per-foot of torque. So that's paired with our 9G-tronic 9-speed transmission. So you're getting those really quick shift times. And you also have your 48-volt integrated starter generator. So with that, you actually get an additional 23 horsepower and 151 pound-per-foot of torque. So you get that right when you're hitting the accelerator.
My massaging seat just kicked on from one of the routines that we said earlier.
Oh my gosh, our routine. So you're a professional driver. Tell me what you're seeing here as we're going on these winding roads.
If I am on mountain roads like this, I'm going to want the tighter steering and then a lower center of gravity so it handles really well around the corners.
And luckily you have that with the CLE.
Right now it's in comfort mode, is that right?
That's exactly right. So we have our Dynamic Select. You can switch to Eco, Comfort, Sport, or Individualization. So when we changed it to Sport, you could immediately hear a little engine sound and feel the rev.
Definitely felt the steering tighten up, and I could feel and hear the throttle response.
Yes.
Both are things that I look for in a performance vehicle, you know, on mountain roads like this, of course.
Absolutely. So I see you're going about 35, so that is the perfect speed actually for us to go ahead and put the top down, because it can go down at the vehicle operating up to 37 miles per hour. And there we go.
That's nice.
Ooh, nice cool breeze coming in. Now we're getting a little wind blown here, so let's try out the AIRCAP. So I'll initiate that here, which is this middle button here. And putting it up, you'll see we have a rear screen going up, and actually up above there's also a panel that folds up. So that helps the wind to kind of direct over the vehicle. Now if we put our windows back up, I mean, already you can see like our hair's not as blown around anymore. You can hear the difference.
That's really peaceful. It's not disruptive at all.
So this is one of my favorite features. Just really enjoy this open air driving. So next we wanted to drive the coupe, but I think we actually are gonna switch things up a little bit and try out the CLE 53. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
All right. All right, so the CLE 53 from Mercedes AMG. Tell me, what do you think?
It's beautiful. I love the color. I'm noticing the wide rear tires, which makes me really happy, and the turbo.
So this is actually the AMG specific color. So this is the Starling Blue Magno. You can only get this on the AMG variants. Overall, you can still tell it's a CLE, but this is actually 2.3 inches wider in the front and 3 inches wider in the rear compared to the CLE 450 and 300. And one other thing I wanted to point out before we hop in is this vented hood. So really allowing that engine to breathe, a really cool kind of scoop feature there, emphasizing just that this is a performance car, this is an AMG. Let's hop in.
All right. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, I like it. I love the steering wheel, the ergonomics of it, the material.
Yes. Now, I know we talked about the seats and the CLE 450. What do you think about these?
These are great. They're much sportier. They definitely hug you around curves. I'm not moving an inch in my seat when I turn. It's awesome.
This is part of actually a seat package, and it allows for those additional kind of side bolsters. So lots of AMG elements throughout this car. So just like the Mercedes-Benz model, we have Dynamic Select, except a little bit different for this car. Now we're adding on Sport Plus, and this car is equipped with the AMG Dynamic Plus package, which also gives you race mode, and you can even drift when you're in race mode, so.
Don't tempt me.
How would you feel driving this around a track?
I would love it so much. Giggle. Sounds so good. Looks like we have some gas left. Do we have enough time to do one more?
How about you let me drive this time?
Maybe next time.